Coach Izzo, I think one thing we really learned about the Commanders last year is that you guys didn't take any play for granted, and I feel like in a lot of ways that started on kickoff coverage. Like, you guys want to cover kicks. You don't just want to blast it out of the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. We take a lot of pride in that phase. It starts with the top, from the top, DQ. Our identity as a team, a lot of it comes from the guys on that special teams unit rolling down there. We start the games, we answer scores, and so that kickoff unit for us really fueled a lot of energy for the sideline and the stadium, and we chose to be aggressive with the play. And we had a good core group that was out there running and hitting like the way we want to play, and we were really happy with that unit in terms of what they brought. And at the end of the day, though, it comes from the top, the support that we get from DQ. We're just trying to go out there and put his vision, put it into life when we walk out on the field.
For sure. I mean, he talks about aggression, arrive with violence. Like, you see it, those dirty kicks. I mean, and sometimes it's yards, right? You're talking about maybe you stopped him 2 yards short of where the touchback would have been. But when that accumulates over the season, is that kind of the idea?
Absolutely. You just go out there and bang a touchback, you walk off the field. There's been no shift in energy, no momentum. But you go down there, you make a big hit on kickoff, sets the tone, energizes everyone on the sideline, energizes the stadium, or quiets the stadium when you're on the road. So like that unit really played an integral part with how we played as a team in terms of wanting to be aggressive, no fear, cut it loose, all of those aspects. That's what you saw when our kickoff team was out there last year.
You have two players on your special teams groups that have been recognized nationally, Pro Bowls, All Pros, all that. Jeremy Reeves, Tressway. I'm not asking you which one's the better player, right? Who's the more unique individual? Because those are two very interesting, highly motivated, but I imagine they keep you busy, those two guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel very fortunate to be able to coach that level of player. We got with Tress, been around forever, understands exactly what needs to be done and always comes through in the clutch. And then Jeremy Reeves, our leader, sets the tone for us. We got Nick Ballore. So all three of those guys really are kind of the guys that our younger guys look up to in terms of setting the tone. And each of them are all individually unique. So to answer your question, I can't pick one in terms of who is the most unique, but all three of them bring a little bit of that to the table, and they're all wired a little bit differently. And that's kind of how you got to play on special teams. It's like you got to be a little different to go out there and do what we do. And for Tress, he's kind of the calm, calming type in terms of he kind of brings everybody in. Like when he's going out there to execute his job, I feel everyone kind of can have the confidence that that's going to get done. Just the way he carries himself and the way he acts. He's a great teammate.
As good as specials were last year, the punt return spot was there were some hiccups along the way. Looks like I couldn't help but notice the team posted a video when in the draft room when you guys selected Jalen Lane, and you looked the most fired up of anybody in the room. Everybody's got to compete, obviously. Do you feel like he really gives you a good chance to be your punt returner day one?
Yeah, we were really excited to have the opportunity to have him here with us. We identified that was a guy we wanted to target in the draft, and then AP was able to get it done. So obviously I was very happy about that. And he's come in here and not disappointed in terms of just his approach. He's a young guy. He's a rookie, but he's got a kind of vet's mentality in terms of understanding what he needs to do each week, each day. Comes out here, works hard, and tries to get better. And really intentional with how he practices, which is cool to see for a young guy. And so, yeah, we're excited to have him here, and looking forward to just seeing his growth. He's going to get better and better, and look forward for those opportunities to come for him.
Last thing, new kicker in Matt Gay, a guy that's really made some big kicks in his career. How do you guys go through that process of finding the right guy, and what made you land on Matt?
Matt's been in the league a while, obviously, Pro Bowl level kicker, has had a great career, and so we were really excited when he became available for us to be able to add him. AP went out and got it done, AP and his guys, so really feel good about that. He's come in here and just gotten to work. You know, this time of year, it's about building that chemistry with the operation, and with Tress and Ott, we feel really good about that crew working together. They've done a nice job of building some chemistry and a connection right from the jump. So excited to have him here. He's a pro, understands what needs to get done, and this time of year, you know, it's June, but you know he's doing all the things that you'd want him to do in terms of preparing for the season.
That's great. Hey, thanks, Coach.